Good morning, everyone. Treasure Troller here from the mask-wearing militant state of Michigan. So today I wanted to talk about, well, the purity test for some Republicans, mostly the non-Trump supporting Republicans. So they took a vote for the setting up of a 1/6 commission to review and study and come up with the reasons behind the protest / riot / insurrection in DC. There were 35 Republicans that voted to form this committee. So I took a quick look at some of the names, and three, popped right out at me. First was Liz Cheney. Well, that's not surprising at all. The other two were Fred Upton and Pete Meyer. Upton is a senator from the militant state of Michigan, and Pete Meyer is a representative from the militant state of Michigan. Of course, both are Republicans. And although Fred Upton did just win, he just won re-election, but it was a very close race between him and John James. And Pete Meyer, who's turning out to be the cuck of Michigan as far as politicians go, he took over the seat that was, basically vacated by Justin Amash, who at one time said that he was a Republican and then decided once Trump was in office to vacate to the land of misfit toys and become an independent, and was voted out or didn't seek re-election. And Pete Meyer, everyone's Republican. A good Republican, was back in with the conservative values kind of stuff. And Trump he went to a couple of rallies in Michigan and stood by Trump. One of the first things he did was vote to impeach Donald Trump second time around. And now he's signed this. So before I go any further, I think Liz Cheney, there's always talk about her becoming independent. Before she makes this decision, you might want to call Justin Amash and see how that works out. And I might sneeze here in a minute. So getting back to the purity test. So these Republicans voted to form this commission, look into the hoedown in DC. I'm about ready to sneeze. Sorry. So on the surface, it kind of looks pretty dim. If you're a Republican and you are going to join the list of people wanting this committee, I don't really think it hurts the Trump base. It just hurts in the sense that it's a Republican that's doing it. But on the other side, too, if this committee is going to be formed by, if these Republicans want to say, well, we just want to get to the truth and we want an unbiased thing of the truth, well, you're going to, have to take them at their word, or your other option is just to have the committee full of Democrats and see how that works out for you. So there is some small sense of hope that what they actually are doing is trying to get to, the bottom of it. But the unfortunate thing for these Republicans, and I understand sort of what they're doing, I sort of put these people in the Tulsi Gabbard category. Had Tulsi Gabbard took my advice during the Democratic nomination run, and appeal to more moderate voters. These Republicans probably should have a shot at the never-Trumpers, and I really think in about 4 years, there's not going to be too many moderate Democrats in favor of Dementia Joe, and should even Trump decide to get back in, there could be a rather large push. They could form a fairly large base to compete against Donald Trump. So, politically speaking, it's probably not a bad deal. But unfortunately, the 9-1 commission vote, the 9-6 commission vote, is only one hurdle of the purity test. So they're going to be forced to, of course, call anybody that followed QAnon or in some way, shape, or form could be conceived as supporting QAnon as a conspiracy theorist. You're going to have to denounce Donald Trump, which I guess they kind of sort of have done that already. And then you're going to get into the big lie. It was a accurate and fair election process. Everything was on the up and up. There was nothing conspiratory about it. People were crazy to think that there was something that went awry with this. You're going to have to confess that. And basically, you're going to have to denounce probably 40% of the Republican voters. So, if they think they've gained any type of ground by voting yes on this, I think what they might want to do is just say, hey, we're on this as an unbiased person getting the truth, because for any type of political gain to be made, this was just one small hurdle of the purity test. So I guess look for more Democrats and the media to be holding these Republicans' feet to the fire. These non-Trumpers with denouncing the party, denouncing Trump, and denouncing all that stuff, because if they don't get the votes. So with that, this is Treasure Troller saying aloha and good day.